negrita de mis pesares, ojos de papel volando, negrita de mis pesares, ojos de papel volando, a todos diles que sí, pero no les digas cuando así me dijiste a mí, por eso vivo penando.
Buenos días, buenas tardes. How are you today? Gracias. Welcome to Mexico. Bienvenidos a Mexico, everybody. We are Mariahci Cobre. Thank you very much, everyone. Now, Mariahci Cobre has had the pleasure of making beautiful music together for almost 50 years. But the mariachi tradition goes back way much further than that. Great artists like Jorge Negrete, right? Pedro Infante, El Chorro Vitia, and many, many others have paved the way for the next generation of young musicians, like one that you may have heard of, a young musician whose story is renowned throughout all of Mexico and the world. Yes, I'm speaking of Miguel Rivera.
You see, Miguel's journey began in Mexico, in the small town of Santa Cecilia, where he lived with a very big familia and shared a very special bond with his great-grandmother, Coco.
Now, the Rivera family were shoemakers. This was, of course, a tradition that was started by Mama Imelda when her husband left home to become a world-famous musician, but never returned.
Since that fateful day, music has been banned in the Rivera household.
No music!
Now, of course, Miguel loved his family deeply, but he kept a secret in his heart. He didn't want to make shoes, no. He wanted to sing and play the guitar. Like us, his passion was music!
Señoras y señores, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenas tardes, buenas noches, señoritas y señores. We're here with you tonight, bringing joy y alegría, for the music is my language, and the world es mi familia. For the music is my language, and the world es mi familia. For the music is my language, and the world es mi familia. Buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenas tardes, buenas noches, señoritas y señores. Esta noche estar aquí es mi pasión, qué alegría. Pues la música es mi lengua, el mundo es mi familia. ¡Mundo es mi familia!
La música es mi lengua y el mundo es mi familia.
La música es mi lengua y el mundo es mi familia.
El mundo es mi familia.
¡Mundo es mi familia!
La música es mi lengua y el mundo es mi familia.
La música es mi lengua y el mundo es mi familia. And the world es mi familia.
Now, Miguel didn't want to be just like any other musician. Oh no, he wanted to be like the greatest musician in all of Mexico. The late, great Ernesto de la Cruz.
You see, Miguel had learned to play the guitar by watching the classic films of Ernesto de la Cruz. And as he practiced each chord, he'd hear his idol say,
I have to sing. I have to play. The music is not just in me, it is me. Remember me. I have to say goodbye. Remember me. Don't let it make you cry. Or even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. time. Know that I'm with you the only way that I can be. Until you're in my arms again, remember me. Recuérdame, aunque tengo que emigrar, recuérdame. Si mi guitarra oyes llorar, ella con su triste canto te acompañará, hasta que en mi brazo tú estés. Remember me.
In Santa Cecilia, no one can forget the charismatic De la Cruz, especially on El Día de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. This is a special time when we gather to honor family and friends who have passed on.
We create an ofrenda, a memorial altar. We set out photos and candles and leave a path of marigold flowers, cempasúchil, to light their way home.
It was on the eve of this family holiday when Miguelito finds a torn photo which leads him to believe that his forgotten great-great-grandfather was Ernesto de la Cruz. So he ran home and announced to his family,
I was born to be a musician.
but his family was outraged.
No music!
And his abuelita broke his guitar to pieces.
Heartbroken, Miguel runs off to Ernesto's grave, defiantly grabs the musician's guitar, and he strums it with all his might. Suddenly, he finds himself crossing into the land of the dead, a magical world where no living person had ever been.
It was at this moment when a charming trickster named Hector met Miguel, then whisked him away to compete in a talent show for a chance to meet Ernesto de la Cruz.
Now, of course, Miguel was very nervous. After all, this was his first time performing for a live audience, who also happened to be dead.
It's true, Miguel was nervous, but Hector taught him a special call to help him find his courage. It's called a grito, and it sounds something like this.
And with that, Hector helped Miguel seize his moment with this song.
What color is the sky? Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. You tell me that it's red. Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor.
Where should I put my shoes? Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. You say put them on your head. Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor.
And you make me un poco loco, un poquitito loco. The way you keep me guessing, I'm nodding and I'm guessing. I'll count it as a blessing, that I'm only un poco loco. Un poco loco, un poquitito loco, estoy adivinando qué quieres y pa' cuándo, y así estoy celebrando que me vuelvo un poco loco. Chiflados tú me vuelves y eso está un poco loco, tu mente que despega, tú siempre con ideas, con mi cabeza juegas, todo es un poco loco.
de la Cruz was not his great-great-grandfather. It was Hector, and he was the one who wrote Remember Me.
It's true, Ernesto de la Cruz was a fraud, but he wasn't about to let his fame crumble even in the afterlife. He chased after Miguel and Hector until Mama Imelda, who had been searching for her great-great-grandson this whole time, came to the rescue in a most surprising fashion. Fending off de la Cruz with a microphone in her hand, she began to sing.
Llorona, negro pero cariñoso. Todos me dicen el negro llorona, negro pero cariñoso.
Yo soy como el chile verde llorona, picante pero sabroso. Yo soy como el chile verde llorona, picante pero sabroso.
Llorona de azul celeste. Ay, de mi llorona, llorona de azul celeste.
Y aunque la vida me cueste, llorona, no dejaré de quererte. Y aunque la vida me cueste, llorona, no dejaré de quererte.
Song that Mama Imelda remembered her love of music, that same love that she shared with her husband Hector. And she also noticed that same great love and passion for music in her great-great-grandson, Miguel. So, with her blessing, she sent him back to the land of the living, where music was once again welcomed into the Rivera family.
Now every year on El Día de los Muertos, the Rivera family gathers together to celebrate all of their ancestors. And now also Hector, whose photo has finally been placed upon the family's ofrenda to be remembered always.
Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember me, don't let it make you cry. For even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song to you. Each night we are apart. Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar. Know that I'm with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. En mi corazón y cerca me tendrás, a solas yo te cantaré soñando en regresar. Recuérdame, aunque tengo que emigrar, recuérdame, si mi guitarra oyes llorar, ella con su triste canto te acompaña, hasta que en mi brazo tú estés. Everyone, remember me. Muchísimas gracias por celebrar con nosotros. Thank you everyone for celebrating with us. Now we have one more song and we would love for all of you to please join us in singing. Miguel Miguelito, what a surprise. Everyone, say, hola, Miguel. Hola, Miguel. Oh, Miguelito, what a pleasant surprise. You've come all the way from Santa Cecilia. Won't you please join us for one last song?
Señoras y señores, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenas tardes, buenas noches, señoritas y señores. Esta noche estar aquí es mi pasión, qué alegría. La música es mi lengua y el mundo es mi familia.
Miguelito, bravo! Thank you for joining us on this last song, and thank you for letting us share Miguel's story and celebrate everlasting bonds of family and love. On behalf of Miguelito, our dancers and Mariahci Cobre, we hope you and your family continue that celebration wherever the music takes you.
In the world, everybody knows.